I'd love to know why you think independent journalism is so important to Australia, especially right now.
It's really simple. Truth. It's that simple, Sally. The mouthpiece media, the globalist media, the Big Brother media, the lamestream media. It's telling lies. It's putting out an agenda. It's following a narrative. It cannot be trusted. We've been belted many times by them because what they're doing is they're looking after their globalist masters, and who have their agents in the Uni Party in Australia, Liberal Labor. And you look at the narrative that's going on right now as the election approaches. All you can see is Liberal versus Labor, Liberal versus Labor, Liberal versus Labor. And they're reinforcing the myth that there are only two parties. And if you don't like Labor, you've got to vote Liberal. And that's complete nonsense. So they're interfering with elections, actually, interfering in the process of democracy.
And I mean, the Daily Telegraph has been copying still a lot of heat for a stunt they pulled in. You know, they're trying to force an encounter between an Israeli man and a restaurant owner who was pro-Palestine. So what was your take on this?
The truth is the key, Sally, and unity is the key. And what we're seeing here is a way to remove truth and basically fabricate a story, conjure up a story. And they tell, in my opinion, lies, because when the waitress, Jane, didn't fall for it and didn't show any anger, they fabricated it and they tried to put words in her mouth. The editor of the Daily Telegraph from 14th of February, which is only, 6 days ago, conceded, our approach could have been better handled.
That was
you should not have done it in the first place.
Yeah, that's the thing. There was no accountability in that statement, right? There was no, this was an ethical mistake, because you cannot force a story if you're a journalist. You're there to kind of see what happens.
Well, if you look at Pauline Hanson, she has been lied about and treated very badly by the media for 28 years now. Complete distortion. She's not the least bit racist. Our party name is not Black and White Nations. It's not divided nations. It's one nation. They're wanting to shut her down and shut me down and shut us down because we're the only viable alternative to the Uni Party. Because if you look at the policies from Labor and Liberal, they're almost identical in every area. Climate fraud, property rights, they steal property rights, immigration, housing, they're almost a copy of each other, and they both push the big immigration policy, etc. So they're both looking after a globalist agenda rather than telling the truth. So that's why we see One Nation targeted by the media, and that's why it's very, very important for us, for any healthy democracy, to have an independent media that is doing the job of holding everyone accountable. We don't mind being held accountable. We would just rather not have lies told about us.